Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? It is your man Broken back again, once again. Here today, just warming up the day, ready for the What's the Point with Amanda Klaus in the house. But while we get everything organised, as per usual, anyone who's been around here before, you already know the score. Grab up yourself a comfy seat, nice cold drink, and expect nothing but fuckery from the rest of us. Believe. Hello, hello, hello.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up, sir? How you doing? Hey, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Welcome in, crew. Welcome, Famalam. Pressing all the buttons. Boom. Done. Oh, I need to share my screen as well, don't I? So how's the week been, Klaus? What you been up to? What you been doing?
A desperate fool at the end of his pitiful rope. Kind of tall, little gangly, big teeth.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn.
I'm a little upset about a sexual episode I had last night. Well, Mr. Fletcher, you're young. There'll be many more.
Oof. Oof. Hey, I won't worry too much about that.
On.
Yeah, I won't worry too much about that. That is for sure. Yeah, welcome in, Adri. Welcome in, crew. Welcome in, all those. Come here to figure out if me and Klaus can figure out what the fuck the point is. We never generally do, but we do like to try. We do like to try.
Need to go out? Hold on, let me bring the pup out real fast. Come on, Papa.
Hey, get the pupper out. Get him out. Don't let it pee nowhere. Hey, appreciate all the love. You got my buttons pressed. Hey, hope everyone's day is going good. Having a beautiful Saturday. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It is a fine day here in the UK, to say the least. No, it's actually really nice. It's a lovely day here today in the UK. Hey, I hope everyone's day is going well, whatever the location of your rotation, wherever you may be. Whatever you may be up to. Which one is it? That one. Perfect. Slowly but surely, pressing buttons that are relevant. Obviously, got to make sure I have everything turned on. And anyone who's been around my stream before, you generally already know.
Hey, stop biting me.
We don't have things set up off whip. Oh, is the pupper biting? No!
Sharp teeth.
No. Yes. They got the needle teeth when they're so young. Absolute needle teeth. Yeah.
Yes. Captain, what you doing,
Yeah, I'm
Captain?
like-
You doing good, Captain? What's Rav? How you
Get
doing?
what I mean?
How's everybody doing? Welcome to the What's the Point? Slig up in the building. You know what we got. We got the beautiful broken bones. You know what that is. You know what we do. What is the point? Well, exactly what is the point?
You might hear that a few times from our mouths today when we're trying to figure this out. Oh, a couple of interesting things to discuss, though. Obviously, there's been some interesting highlights in the, I assume, what would be classified as the online world over the past week or so. You also got an opportunity to dig down into the 28 Years Later movie, I believe. Lots of questions for that, generally. Generally.
28 years. Remember this.
Yeah. Yeah. Years later. I'm sure you've seen it. That movie kind of needs a double watch. A lot of the time, you watch that once, and
you think a double
I'm
watch?
like, what
I
the
guess
fuck
maybe.
is going on? Well, not really. It's just the ending that confuses a lot of people.
How cruel the world is. If that would have went down like that, that's fucked up.
Oh, you don't even know. Like, I'll give you a hint on the Jimmys. Do you remember the very first scene where they're all watching Teletubbies?
Yep.
Yeah. The blonde kid there is Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy at the end.
Who you meet at the very end.
Yep.
There is some real dark connotations that go with this.
Oh yeah, Jimmy's not good.
Yeah.
Jimmy's not good, but Jimmy survived. That's the whole point. See what people
but do you know what they're idolizing themselves on?
Is that the world blocked all that shit off. Blocked it. Walls, everything.
They did.
So the world continued while that shit stayed 20, almost 30 years.
Yep. Well,
That's
here's something
up.
super interesting. So, we ain't going to delve too deep into the end of it because there's a whole lot that goes into it. But just so you know,
I want to talk about the alphas. Those are not zombies no more.
No, they're not. And do you know what? I think the rage virus itself is mutating certain people in a different way. Because we got the bloaters and all that, you know.
Very, very intriguing because that one rager who had a perfect human baby. Crazy.
Yes,
that
yes.
right there.
So
crazy.
Here's the thing. No, well, here's the thing. So
Alpha put
we
his
don't
ding
know
dong
this.
in a.
We don't know this, but it is hinted at. Okay, so it's hinted at.
We saw the eyes. We saw the baby.
Well, no, we saw the baby, and we saw the birth.
So
we saw the fucking. We saw the
only thing is that
the rager.
Is that a new hybrid? Think about it.
No. So here's the thing. So there's a few options here. And again, this is probably about midway into the movie, and this will not make a lot of sense to a lot of people when it actually occurs, because it's quite deep into the movie. But they find an infected, that is pregnant, that is giving birth. Now, this woman somehow has a bond with this infected because of motherly bonds, whatever, or because of the birth, whatever.
I think the human side of the rage thing is what was that supposed to represent?
Dissipated maybe. Yeah, I think that dissipated in so here's the three possible outcomes. First outcome: was pregnant when infected.
Had to have.
You know, was pregnant when infected. Okay, second outcome. Become pregnant while infected.
Yes.
Now, that's a very different thing.
No. Now, I think that's what happened.
The alpha, as you said, the alpha that protected kind of felt like he was doing dad duty.
100%.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but because the third option is that the child that was born or the person that was infected had similar mutations in their genes to in the second movie, 28 Weeks Later, where there was a person that wasn't that had a combative gene to it, so they could be infected but was still okay, and it was something to do with the chromas in the eye.
No,
There's three
no, no,
options,
no, no,
but
no, no,
it
no,
it
no.
it looks like what they're trying to say
The
is the
rage virus
alpha.
works
Yeah,
through blood, obviously it through saliva or blood or anything
blood,
like that. So
saliva, anything like
once
that.
you
Yeah,
get bit, once
it's
you
like
get
HIV. Yeah,
a scratch from
yeah,
anything or any blood infected, you're fine. You can get blood on you, you're good as long as it doesn't get into your orifices. You know what I'm
not
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a HIV virus. You know what I mean? It's the
You know
AIDS
what I mean?
virus,
I mean,
basically.
look at the dude that
Yeah,
got fucking one drop from the goddamn fucking crow.
yeah, and the
Rabies.
crow in his eye, man, that was the
One
worst.
accidental drop. So that
Ah,
proves that.
in the second movie, when the guy finds his wife and she's tired, like she's in the bed in the hospital, and he tries to tell her he's sorry, and he kisses her, and then he becomes fucking, and then he
Yeah.
beats her to death in the
Saliva, yeah.
fucking hospital. That was such a hard scene, man. That was so rough.
Mm.
It's like they found
The
her after
hardest
so
scene,
long, you know.
the
And it's like,
hardest
oh,
scene was the intro scene, and that's it.
you reckon?
That's it. For me, the hardest scene was the intro scene. That was it.
Yeah.
See, the movie moved too fast. It answered a few things, and then it went too fast to me. For one, the kid was not ready
It's
to be out there. For
no.
two, how you gonna bring a cancered mother that doesn't know
They
what
didn't
what's
know.
going on, and you're gonna
They
survive?
didn't know.
Bullshit.
Okay.
That
So
was
let's talk
too-
about the movie from start to finish then. Okay, so let's really talk about how they're doing this. Not only, like, we're going to have to delve into the cinematography, because I did tell you most of this was filmed on iPhones.
You could tell. Yeah, you could tell. Now that
You
you
could
said
tell.
it and I watched, I can see.
Yeah.
I can see. I was like, okay, I see it. Yeah, I see it now.
It's like the way it's shot, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I see it now.
You know
I
what
mean,
It's,
certain angles they needed for certain things. I see it now. They use drones too.
I don't mind
Not bad,
that.
Not bad.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
For that
No,
movie,
I don't mind it. I didn't think
for
of
that movie,
Yeah.
that was actually good. That was actually excellent. That was
Yeah.
the way it needed to be kind
Oh.
of filmed because
Yeah.
that movie has a certain look. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It has a certain
Yeah, no, exactly.
feel,
Exactly.
a certain look to
And
it. You know what I'm saying?
you got to imagine how much it would have cost to have done that with fucking actual studio cameras.
Well,
And
we
they
don't
can
know.
do it with
I mean,
iPhones.
it could have been more expensive going through the iPhone run through just to get that specific look for their movie. We don't know, but
Maybe.
it did turn out all right. It wasn't bad. The
Maybe.
way it was filmed, I can't say it was horrible at all.
No, I couldn't. Yeah,
I really
I
can't
was
say it
surprised
that
when I
horrible.
found out afterwards that it was like that, and when I
You
was like,
must have.
"Oh,
What you doing?
it was wild to me." Yeah, wild to me that they even filmed it that way. But they filmed it beautifully in using those phones. It felt
They
like
had to
you
give
were.
a MacGuffin though.
It was kind of there.
They had to give a MacGuffin.
Yeah, they did. They always got a MacGuffin, man. It's
They had to
film
give
101.
one. You know, the road.
Mm.
You know what I mean? The road that gets flooded.
Yeah, but that's okay. So just so you know, that's a real place in the UK.
Oh, I know it is. I know it is.
That's a yeah.
I'm not
yeah.
saying that's
And
made up.
that
I'm just saying
happens,
that
yeah.
that was a MacGuffin though. That was a good one. You
It
know,
is.
because they
It
needed
is.
something in a way.
I still so okay. So just so you know, the movie itself is one of a trilogy. We already know the next one is called like the Bone Temple, and it's about the Bone Temple. You know, there's a lot in it. There's a lot in this movie. So the first one sets up maybe the next few movies with an introduction to some of the characters. I didn't overly dislike the young lad as a character, or like an actor in the movie, but I did feel like there was, as you said, there was a lot, and you're
Well,
like, we're trying to taking chunks
Again,
of something.
like you
you
said,
know.
it was the setup. It's still set up, so it's gonna
It's a
be.
setup,
It's not
yeah.
a trilogy. There's gonna be another one to it. So, I
Well, there's
believe.
3 in total.
I believe. Jimmy. You see how he ran into Jimmy at the end. I believe
Yeah,
the
yeah.
next
Yeah.
one. The next one, we're gonna
Is-
see Mr. Ladd grown up and Jimmy a little bit older. If you get what I'm saying, you know what I mean.
Well, the next one's already
And I
in
think-
production, and it's called
I
the Bone
think-
Temple.
No,
You know?
I know. This is what
Yeah.
my consensus in a way.
Okay.
He
okay.
meets Jimmy, right? Jimmy becomes older.
Yep.
What's his name? I forgot his name. Is older now. He's not a kid anymore. And
Yeah,
they
yeah.
take over dude's little temple spot. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows the origins of that whole why it was built. Because that was never supposed to be seen. If you hear the explanation from the doctor who said it, you know, who said
Yeah.
he built it and the whole ideology of it. So I
Yeah.
believe since that's going to be implicated, I think Jimmy is gonna show what's his name, da 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 da. Dad's not gonna get him back. Dad's gonna try, but Dad ain't gonna do shit. Dad was kind of a piece of shit, which is kind of weird because he seemed like
Yeah,
he
he
was a good
were.
dad,
Yeah, he were.
but
Yeah,
Dad was a piece of
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, he did. That first bit of the movie, you were like, okay, I got an idea where this is going. Oh no, that gets turned on its head a little bit.
Right,
And that's why Mickey runs
turned
away.
a whole different way. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Oh,
Okay,
I'm like,
motherfuckers.
okay, yeah,
Like,
what?
all right, we'll do that.
What? And then like he takes his mum, and his mum's the one who's like, and they do. This is one of the great things about the filmmaking that I found in that they do like cuts, real heavy cuts between what's going on when they're like portraying the mother because she has memory loss because of like the cancer.
Is so
Yeah,
deep into her. People don't understand how since we have modern medicine, how cancer actually affects people. They get the chemo, they get the hair, but if you don't have no treatment or whatnot, the cancer eats at you different.
fucks
So
you up.
her
Yeah.
acting of the cancer was actually pretty decent because I kind of
It
called
was,
it at the
yeah.
beginning. I was like, that's got to be cancer. It's got to be cancer. And I was like,
She's
it's,
dying
you
of
know,
something, yeah. And they're
you know
always
what I
gonna like it's degenerative, something you can't fix in
Right.
like a non-modern world. You know what I
Right.
mean? And even in a modern world, we can't fix it. We can alleviate it.
we can only, yeah,
what I
exactly.
mean?
So the fact that she was doing, I
Yeah.
was like, okay, but going against an alpha, you guys had to do some weird fantasy writing there. That kid and that
Man.
woman never would have lasted. I don't care if the soldier came in and accidentally helped them out.
No chance.
No, they were never.
And
gonna
here's
last.
the thing: the kid afterwards supposedly like, oh yeah, he's off on his thing, doing his thing with the Jimmies.
Right
Now, there's something there's real dark. Okay, so I don't know if the Jimmies and the guy's name is Jimmy and all
Hey,
this.
did you see that the
yes.
cross was upside down? You catch it?
Yeah, but yeah, but that's because he ran to his ran to his father in he ran to his father in the church at the beginning, and that church is the exact same church that in the very first one Matey walks into.
Yep.
At the beginning.
I know.
It's the same fucking church.
I know.
Now, not only this, Jimmy's is based on Jimmy Savile.
Okay.
That's why they're like, hey, Jimmy Savile in the UK is a well-known pedophile.
Oh,
Severe pedophile. And they
no.
find the boy at the end, and
Oh.
you're gonna be my friend now.
Oh no.
Bro.
Okay. Oh, now I didn't know that. Okay, so
Bro,
that my
Jimmy
perspective
Savile.
different.
So here's the thing, because they
That's
used to
horrible.
call it like, so he had a TV show called Jimmy Will Fix It, and he had the white hair. He looked like a pedo, fucking tracksuit,
Hey, let's
white
go
hair.
take
He
the
looked like all
follow.
of those boys, all of those lads looked like him. And it's like Jim Will Fix It, and they're even doing his stuff from the TV show, which is creepy enough. But when he was a young boy,
So that must have been
Jimmy
homage. That must
would
have
have been on the
homage to
TV
you
show.
motherfuckers over there, because we ain't gonna know that.
Well, no, everyone should know this. Fucking Jimmy Savile, like, is a very well known child abuser. Sadly, it
Fucking
came out
know that.
after he
The
died.
only well-known
Yeah, it came
child
out after he
abuser I
died,
know is
yeah.
motherfucking Freddy Krueger.
Savage. Don't. Well, I mean, search Jimmy Savile. I tell you, it's not nice. It's,
Yeah, I guess I got to search him.
He,
I don't
he
know.
was.
I don't know who the fuck
he was.
that is.
He was a. Well, here's the weirdest thing. He was a TV icon, and he used to do charity shit. Jimmy will fix it for kids shows,
That's horrible.
like kids who had
hey,
problems, man.
listen.
Like kids who had like issues and
the
shit.
most horrible
And it was like Jim will
motherfucking.
fix it.
The most
And
horrible
that's what they're linking it
was
to.
a band. What the fuck's it called? Fuck's it called? The dude's underneath the prison right now. Like, he's a sicko. That women were bringing their babies and giving them to this motherfucker. It was horrible. Like the band.
Yeah.
If I said the name of the band, you remember the band. You'd be like, oh wow, like yeah,
I
that
probably remember him. Yeah.
that mother Alan. What the fuck's his name? He's an evil motherfucker.
Was it a scene band? Was it like a scene group? You know what I mean? Like a kind of indie scene band.
It wasn't indie.
There's two.
It was actually, they were big in the 2000s. It was horrible.
It was like a rock. Was it a rock?
Yeah,
thing?
like emo rock, metal.
Emo rock. Yeah, scene.
They
Yeah,
were
it's called
big.
scene.
It
Yeah,
was
it's called
huge.
scene.
They
I
were
know
huge.
exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
He convinced his fucking fans to give the women to give him the
Send them.
babies,
Yeah,
and he did some
Yeah.
fucking what the fuck. Anyway, it was wild. So yeah, that's correct.
Well, here's the interesting thing. So at the very end of this, not a lot of people notice this. They see these guys doing like what looks like parkour, basically
Yeah, I
UK
saw that.
parkour
Yeah.
on the
I
guys.
thought that was homage
And
to
this
y'all
is right at
doing
the end.
hardcore and shit.
It is, but they're all in the standard. It's called a shell tracksuit. and they all got the white hair.
Right.
And this is literally how Jimmy Savile looked. And they do this like little leg kick thing, and it was something he used to do in the TV show. And if you were a kid back in that day, the TV show,
there's no way we don't. I don't know anything about
it's
that.
so
That's
weird.
crazy.
But here's this, well, because it's in England, and here's the thing. So in the TV show back in the day, I said he used to help like disabled kids. Jimmy will fix it, get them their wish. You know what I mean?
And that one,
but he was a known pedophile.
I think they tried. I think director is an idiot, and he just backpedaled. He was trying to give homage to old boy from the first one, but it didn't work out as.
Oh,
good.
He's no. Just so you know, you're completely wrong. He is in the second movie and the third movie. Just so you know, the actor is in it. That is not. It's just an emaciated zombie.
Nolan is not in the fucking movie at all. It is. I looked it up. He's not.
Okay, no, he is.
In the movie. He's
no, he is in the second. He's in this. No, he's in the second
he's a
and
well-known
third
actor,
movie.
The dude that we're talking about.
Yeah, he's not in that one. Yeah, he's not in that one. It's not him. They've already said that's not the case. It's been debunked. The people who made Danny Boyle said that's not him, but he's in the second and third movie.
I was gonna say they did a fucked up homage if they tried to do that. Like, well, how are you gonna run into him after?
So they used
years?
So the 28 Days Later has 3 endings. One is canon. The rest are not. You know what I mean? And the canon one is that he survives. And if you've seen the movie and you had the director's cut and you've seen the endings, then you'll know the endings. And yeah, no, the canon one now is the one where they get to the up to Scotland. They make the SOS sign.
We saw him and her kiss. We knew it was over for them.
Okay,
they were trapped. What are you talking about? How do you survive?
Okay, so there's 3 endings. As I said, there's 3 endings. So one of them is there's an ending where they end up on they end up going to the Isle of Skye up in Scotland. They're at a little country house. This is a little while down the line. They build an SOS sign as the planes fly over
to the island.
Yeah, no, yeah. So
and him and her.
That's the second. Yes, that's the second. Yeah? That's the second ending. That's the second ending. Yep. So one of them is you know when he gets like wounded real bad. He imagines a lot of the stuff that happens, but then it flashes to them actually in the hospital, and he dies. He flatlines, and she's like, "We got to keep going. We just got to keep going." You know, the black chick to the little girl.
Right.
And then the other one is the one that most people have seen. But the canon ending apparently is them surviving. Huh. Which I would not have expected. I expected the canon ending to be him dying. And them just trying to go on.
A movie doesn't need to have 4 or 5 different endings for this type of shit.
It doesn't.
It just gets confusing.
It doesn't. It's so stupid. But it gave him options for later down the line, didn't it, really?
Options. No, it just fucks up your story writing later on because you did too many fucking weird turns.
Well, what was the ending that you saw then? Yeah, it was like Make a Wish. Yeah, Adri, yeah. It was him and her. Hey, JC.
In the room, and that was it. It was like it was over.
Welcome.
And I was like, they didn't make it. I was like, all right, they didn't make it.
Oh, so he died, yeah.
So the next one, I'm assuming, was another group of people. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not specifically about the people itself. It's about the fucking rage virus and how it spread. That's really what it's about. We just happen to follow certain protagonists because obviously they want you to kind of connect to certain even in this one they made you almost in a way connect to the alpha. The fuck you connected to an alpha for? We don't even know what an alpha is. See, I'm thinking it's mutated. It's 30 you're not years, bro. It's 30 years. Yeah. That's not a zombie anymore. That's a mutated DNA something. There's something beyond the rage virus that it was.
I thought this also. There has been some weird theory crafting around this. Let me just quickly refresh my camera. There's been weird theory crafting around this. They reckon that if someone was like there's so much theory crafting. If they were on steroid use, maybe the rage virus affect them differently, stuff like this. But I personally believe that 28 years later, how the fuck is one of these alphas looking that young? You know, like, you can't have a mutation of a virus last that long.
There's a good one.
You know?
Ooh. See, that's what I'm saying.
How can it... Yeah.
How you looking so young?
So
How some of these zombies looking so young? They should be looking old as fuck. It's 30
well,
years
in the
running
very first
around. You
movie,
see
they
them
said they'd
bloaters?
wait for him to die.
What they call them,
Yeah, they
bloaters,
said,
whatever the fuck they were, the big
yeah,
fat fucks.
yeah. They said they'd wait for him to die in the very first one. They said they'll just wait for him to emancipate and fucking die. If there's no food, they're gonna die.
They just die. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's why the bloaters. That's what what became bloaters. You know, motherfuckers that can't find food, so they were eating the earthworms.
Yeah, yeah.
And their body was just shutting down. You know what I mean? So the rage virus.
So I wonder what happened to the alphas. Do you reckon the alphas ate the other fucking?
No. I don't think it was cannibalism. There's no way it would work like that.
I don't know, man.
I don't think.
Like, how else would they get extra infected?
It wouldn't work like that. It wouldn't make no sense. That's why I was trying to figure out how you become an alpha. Like, there was.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I was like, how do you become an alpha? I was like, all right. So the only thing I could think of, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna just say it, you gotta have a big cock.
No, man. Crack cocaine, baby. I bet you.
Big cock. All the other ones didn't. That's what it is. Got to keep it real.
You ever seen a silverback gorilla? You ever seen one of them big boys?
You ever seen a horse?
Man can barely see his. Yeah, I have. Sadly.
Listen, I don't know. I don't understand. I was sitting here. I was like, yo, why do they have this motherfucker flopping around for no reason? Like, there's no reason they're explaining any of this.
More difficult to mount, I'm sure. That's the only thing I can imagine.
And the fact that you can take morphine to tranquilize them. Are you serious?
No.
Because I start thinking, it's a doctor. I know he's not a scientist, but he's a doctor. And I start thinking logically. I'm like, you're mixing chemical compounds. You got the rage virus, whatever the hell this is, mixing with certain drugs. How are you going to know that they even work and effect like that? So again, another MacGuffin, because they made the alpha so fucking like without any reason of what it is in a way. You know what I mean? So they gave him another MacGuffin with the morphine. Where's this nigga get morphine after 30 years?
Honestly, people have absolutely zero idea how these sort of things work. Drugs don't last that long. Yes. Do you know if the world ended today, fuel
would
now
last maybe
would last
a week
about
or
2
two,
months.
Right?
Yeah, like diesel 2 months, a couple of months. Yeah, diesel maybe.
Right,
best.
gas turns bad.
If you keep it. Yeah. It no longer is combustible.
Right.
That's why they created the diesel engine. It's supposed to run on nutmeg oil, but they made it combustible. You know what I mean?
So a lot of these, I was like, damn, okay. So where the fuck did you find morphine that actually works? It's not expired. You know what I'm saying? Where did you find this and that?
Unless he's got a lab somewhere.
Let's get to the fucking elephant in the room, y'all. Yeah, I'm going to spoil alert.
All right. Yeah, fuck the spoilers.
This kid lets this fucking old man just kill his mother like nothing. And completely skin her and take her fucking skull and give it to him like with no question. They drugged him and he murdered his mother right in front of him.
Okay.
Hardcore.
Okay, so it was pretty dark. It was pretty dark, but let's actually delve into it. So that did occur.
Delve into it. That's what happened.
Let's delve into it. That did occur.
That was a cult scene all the way around.
So there was a period beforehand where we got to see his like moral values, where the guy was trying to kill the baby, and they were saying like no, you know what I mean, no, but that's because he knew the baby wasn't turned at that point. Now his mother were gonna turn, and memento mori, like.
Right, I know what he was explaining. I get it. I get it. But
so
to be so
she's either gonna
like that, even with an explanation, you just met this dude and you don't know. But they had to put. They had to do it. They had to do it because she would turn. I get it. Like I'm not stupid.
And it wouldn't even be that she would turn.
The kid should have learned. The kid didn't need to be drugged.
No.
If it was moral, moral, like you were saying, then it would have been a lesson where I gotta watch this and see my mom and send her out. They drugged that.
Well, no, but do you know what they did? Yeah, but then what they did, as you said, so the boy wasn't going to be able to do it.
Hey,
he was like 12, man. That's a 12-year-old boy looking at realizing his mum's going to fucking pass away and turn after a very long, miserable death.
Listen, this kid was
so
born
this
into
person
that.
made the
He knows
choice.
that's all
Yeah,
his
but he
life
made the
knows.
choice.
He was just out there
Well,
at
no.
12 trying to ride a past as what his father, and he saw
Yeah,
what these motherfuckers can do. He just went against an alpha, you know what I'm saying? So he's ready.
but they
He's
didn't
ready to
know
see
that.
his mom
No,
pass.
no,
They
no,
gotta
no.
drug him?
Disagree.
Hardcore.
Nah, disagree because he was probably going to try and stop him.
That's what I guess.
You
That's
know,
what they were trying
so
to. That was what they were trying to
yeah,
allure.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He was
He
like,
might try
"Don't
and stop
my
him or
mom."
something.
Because that would make
Yeah,
sense. 'Cause
like
you just got some random dude you met.
but then
about to do.
he knew, like, even afterwards, like they done the fucking ritual of giving him the skull and letting him place it in
I
the
know, and he
temple
put it all the
himself
way at the top.
because he knows, man. Yeah, because he knows, like, fucking that was a better death than the death that she could have had. So
I guess, yes.
no death. You know what I mean? You know, respect it.
Well,
you know, because there's many ways to die.
Just listen when dude's
As he said,
older
many ways
and
to
he's
die,
talking
man.
to someone and he gives his little speech, because everybody's gonna have their badass speech. He's like, "I was drugged while I watched my mom." You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be hardcore. And he's probably gonna point up top and be like, "She sits up there." You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Somebody had to kill my mum because I couldn't. You know what I mean? Or
right.
however it be, like, it's a sad fucking. As I say, the story is full of dark shit.
well, it's supposed to be. That's what I like about it.
Well, it is, and this is like, as I say, this is such an introduction. You imagine being 12 and coming into the world and not knowing overly about all of this sort of stuff that's going on, because they live in a little community that's hidden from the outside, and that's their rite of passage.
They made it so they could live normal and they kept them whatnot. But dad was, dad seemed like he was
a
good
shady
dad
motherfucker.
until we figured out that dad's animal instincts obviously were driving him more crazy than regular.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
I could just talk about that because I was to be honest, I see both sides of that. That was actually played.
I see it. Yeah,
it was well played.
I see it, yeah.
Because you needed to have dad to have some type of flaw, and that was the flaw.
It kind of sucked when I saw it, it sucked, man.
But
you know what I mean, I'm like, oh, bruh.
The dude,
but it makes sense.
Had good acting because I can see he was loved and in pain. It wasn't he was a prick and he was just out there fucking random bitches.
No.
Listen,
no,
you know what I mean. But
no,
I
exactly.
Think,
yeah.
But I
truth.
can see.
That's good acting.
You know what I mean?
Good
I was
acting.
like, all right, I'll give him that because that was nifty. Because I was like, damn, what a prick. But I get it. You know what I mean?
I get it. I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
But it was just bad the kid to see. You know what I mean?
Horrible.
And I get why the kid. Yeah, and you get like the kids like young, so
yeah,
like they act like the way they're gonna act.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good interaction in the back. Except for dad lost more points when son and mother disappeared. Nigga, get your ass out there and get your kid and your fucking wife. What is wrong?
But they're not allowed to. It's part of the rules of the community. You can't, like, if they leave, you can't go after them. It's part of the rules of the community. Like, so he were kind of like bound to that. So
he was the big dog of the community. Fuck them.
He made his bed. He made his bed.
See what I'm saying? The whole point of the movie
but here, the thing
the
is,
alpha aspect in that world. He was the alpha of that aspect. If you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like, so okay, just so you know, I'm gonna hit you with the fucking spoilers. I don't give a shit. So apparently, in the next movie, The Bone Temple, or whatever it's called, the old actor Jimmy, who everyone thought was the zombie, will potentially be helping that man go and find his boy. That's part of their journey. So he will meet him along the way.
For years, they're just gonna come right off the.
No, he's gonna meet him along the way.
So he's there and survived that long. So he's got to be old then.
Yeah. So
he's already.
Well, he's his age.
I think he was like.
He's his old.
So he's probably like 40, 50. So it puts him at his age now, what he is now. So
he's
his age correctly. Okay.
So
because he's a big actor. You know that. You know what I mean? He's a big actor.
I know he is.
Oppenheimer. He just did fucking he's a big. He does his
fucking
thing.
Incredible actor.
Yeah, he does his thing.
Oh yeah. So I'm looking forward to and again this is deep leak, but it's also been confirmed by the guy who directed the movie that he wasn't in this one. He will be in the next two. And now it's not going to be a lead part, but it's going to be like a part. You know what I mean? Similar to maybe in the
sort of a side.
Yeah.
Run into him. somewhere down the line there. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
That's gonna. I don't know how that's gonna work out because, to be
Yeah.
honest, we're the generation of knowing that. This new generation doesn't know any of that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they watch the movies, you know what I'm saying? Which
No.
they're not
But
gonna know. We
that's
know
why
that.
he's in. Apparently, that's why he's not apparently, but that's why I'd assume he is going to be in 2 of the movies, if that makes sense. So it'll lead into a little bit about his character, I guess.
Well, we'll have to
And
know
then
how he
in the
fucking
other
survived
movie,
because, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That to
yeah,
me,
well, exactly, yeah, which ending's canon? I got
right?
the
Like, which
DVD,
one?
and it says it has all 3 endings, and it was so weird to watch them because I always assumed, like, we see a bit of an ending where it looks like he gets safe, and then it flashes back to him flatlining in the hospital where they get him into, and then he dead, and she's like, "We just got to keep moving."
We got to keep moving.
And that
right.
was, I assumed
then-
that was canon ending. Yeah.
And then, well, so either
apparently
way, he
they are,
died
yeah.
because if he dies in the hospital, if he dies in the fucking cabin room, either way, he's gone on those 2 endings.
Well, no, because on the other ending, they put up a a sign.
Oh yeah, they
planes
have the
fly
sign.
over. They
the
realized,
thing flies
yeah.
over. Yeah. I've seen all 3 endings too. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
That's why I'm confused,
think,
bro.
well-
That's why I'm so confused.
Well, because they use one of them, I think they use that flyover, and then they stop. But other ones after that, it cuts back. You know what I mean? I think it was you see the flyover, and then it cuts back to him.
You
in
just
the
gotta
hospital
remember, y'all,
flatlining.
that doesn't matter regardless. The rage virus is what it is. Alpha is alpha because
Well,
the rest
yeah.
of the world cut it off. Like the rage virus is almost like the T virus in Resident Evil, but they just cut it all off. You know what I'm saying? And they kept a little eye on it, which I think is even worse. Like if you're gonna cut something off, you better keep the most eye on it. You know what I'm saying of this situation, but.
Well,
Military
there's
was
an ending
sloppy,
at
I
the very
thought.
end of the second
Military
one.
was very
At the
sloppy.
very end, very end of the second one, there's an ending where it shows the virus in Paris because you see the Eiffel Tower.
That's what I'm saying. Like the
That's not canon now, apparently.
That's why they brought the French. That's why they added the French guy. He was American, but his people that was with him were French. He was part of the French sector when they slid in.
Oh, right.
That's what he's. That's what
I
he
wondered.
said.
I
And
wondered why he was there
was
for.
telling
Yeah.
the story that he's like, I could be on a street right now, and I was because I was listening to it, and I was like, to be honest, that
Oh,
character
shit.
gives you a
Okay,
lot of
okay,
information
okay.
of what's going on with
That
the
makes
rest of
sense.
the
Yeah,
world.
that makes sense.
You know, it gave you a lot.
Did
of
it not get
information.
past? Because if it gets to France, it's going everywhere.
Yeah.
That's Europe. Everything. You know what I mean?
Right, that's the connection. That's why I was like, oh shit. And what the way it works, the way that military section works is not like normal military, like what you think. You're going to wherever, They take anybody from anything and they put them on a preserve. And
okay. I don't think it went to France then. I think they're aware of it.
No,
and they
yes,
sent in
no, it
military.
did go to France because he's the French. That's from the French sector, but he's American. That's why you got to remember.
Yeah, but
they put you anywhere.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're from or this and that. They're taking. There's a lot of information from that character that shows you how the rest of the world is handling.
Okay, because I
this
wondered.
situation.
Yeah, because I knew it had gone to Paris, but then they've also said potentially that's not actually canon.
That's
tricky.
they added a connection to it because that was the French sector. Like it's not like the whole world shut it off. And they recruit anybody from the globe, and they have sectors from like say France, America, and they send their little whatever in, and it doesn't matter if you're from there or not, you just get deployed or whatever. So that he was American, but he was deployed in the French sector. That's why I was like, oh, is that like you said, it's not canon? Well, I'm like, they're saying something, bro. So maybe Rage made it to Paris, and that's really crazy.
I wonder because I always thought like the Rage never made it. Like so, the canon now is apparently the Rage didn't make it to Paris.
No, it didn't.
Obviously,
Apparently,
after seeing,
if you go from what we just saw, it's still connected through there. That's why Scotland was their little safe haven because of that natural thing that nature does, the road. And they kept it secret forever, so the Alpha would never figure it out, except for that one day he was hunting them. Remember? And that's the only reason they knew about it. Other than that, they kept it secret. That was it.
Mm.
That's their little secret sauce for the 28 years in a way. That and the scientist guy building, the monument.
I wonder. So I don't know. It feels like the canon supposedly was supposed to be the it made it to France, but if it made it to France, it's made it all the way through Europe. There's no way they contain it in fucking Dover or Calais in France or Paris. Like, you got to be silly.
Well,
no.
I think that's where well, you just gave the spoiler, so it can't, because I would say the next one's gonna have what you call two different things happening at once. You ever seen those type of movies where
Yeah, of course,
the same storyline, but there's two different things happening? We're gonna see what's going on with the globe, because rage virus is gonna spread out, and now that we're invested in this little world that's like Walking Dead in itself, we're gonna see what's going on, what's in there. I think they're gonna do that. Possibly.
I wonder. It looks interesting.
And now that you gave me the whole Jimmy thing, that is dirty. That's probably beside the beginning and the Jimmy at the end is probably the best end of the movie. Now that I learned that history,
exactly,
because that is crazy.
Yeah. It adds so much extra darkness to it.
Right.
If he ends up with them,
like, oh shit, no way.
They ain't there to help.
Right, it could be bad for little, for a little boy there, little
similar,
man.
Similar to the first one, where they think they find, and fucking the I can't remember the name of the black chick, and she's trying to feed her Valium. Yeah, she's trying to feed her Valium, man.
When it comes to horror
at the
movies,
end,
when British do some horror movies, they're savage to the children, man. Fuck them kids, they're horrible. They got some crazy shit you all think about. It's nuts. I mean, the opening scene to the movie, watching a Teletubby that's on VHS. Did you see how many rolled in? Like, there's at least
real, though.
10
like,
dudes beating up at least 5 kids. It was insane.
Yeah, it's rough, man. It's rough because it's like UK has always had like shock value for everything, whether it be humor, horror, everything.
Yeah. Like, you guys have a third way.
Savage shock value.
Savage.
That's why, like,
when you guys hit it right, it's savage. When you guys hit it right, I ain't going front, bro. Some of y'all,
if it's wrong, it's bad.
A little bit bomb-bonging. I'm like, is that supposed to be funny? I ain't going front. Some of your shit's a little bit weird for me, but it's always been like that, and I'm sure the our shit's like that to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've always thought about that.
Who was it? Oh, this was a really telling. Do you know Doug Stanhope, comedian?
No.
He's like so he's an American comedian. He's quite well known for being like a shock value American comedian.
Well, that's a lot of trouble.
I saw him live in the UK, and when he come on stage and he was talking about like the show, he said he had to change a lot of his jokes, and one that hit real bad. I was like, oh. He was like, oh yeah, when we talk about girls that are 16 in the UK, we've got to talk about girls that are 13. I'm like, bro. Oof. I was like, is it that bad?
Raw. See,
is it that bad?
That's some raw shit right there. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny raw.
I'm
telling you, comedy comes from a dark place. Y'all don't get that. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
That's what makes it's fucked up. Comedy comes from pain.
It is,
It comes from truth.
It's dark humor.
Comes from dark areas. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, it hit hard, but I'm like, bro, it did make me laugh. Hang on, like, so I was like, fucking
hilarious.
Yeah,
And then don't get me wrong, you got humor like let's talk about Mighty Python might be the most famous that most people would know. That humor is funny, but also very awkward humor. You really gotta like really want to be in funny aspect and try to understand. I mean, come on, they're hitting fucking coconuts together, fucking not riding something. Dismount, like, you know what I'm saying?
Galloping. We are the knights who say D. Yes, I say D again to you if you do not appease us.
They get to the demon.
Like, I demand a shrubbery.
They get to the demon fucking cage, and it's a fucking cute little bunny
rabbit.
Like that's some funny ass shit. And some people might not understand that. It took a while for people to really get it. I watched Mighty Python. I watch Life of Brian. Like that shit got me laughing.
They're hilarious.
You all were funny with that.
Life of
Yo,
Brian was
mad
so
funny with
it's
that.
so cringe, man. It's
But that
so
might be
what we would
regular
call like
humor to
slapstick.
y'all, isn't it? Isn't that like that's
Nah,
probably like
slapstick.
street humor for y'all
No,
or
so that's
something?
like slapstick.
What's that mean?
It's known as like slapstick is like so like silly.
Right, like yeah,
Silly
like
humor.
nonsense, like yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
it's
like
silly
like
stuff.
da
Yeah,
da da
yeah,
da da.
silly stuff.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah. And then there's like then we have cringe humor, which would be Ricky Gervais, the original Office, where you can't even look. You look at it and you're like, oh, I've got to look away, man. I don't even want to look to see what they're doing. Charlie Chaplin is also slapstick, yeah.
Charlie Chaplin again was another funny motherfucker with no words.
Yeah, slapstick, yeah. Yeah. So it was, and also this is very similar to oh God, Jim Carrey. So, he is like
Well, Jim Carrey can do a lot of
classics.
things. He can
Yeah,
be
he's
very dark
slapstick.
and he can be very kid friendly. He's
Yeah.
a wrecking. He's a something to wreck with. That motherfucking man
That's
is
his most,
crazy.
yeah.
He's crazy. He's a master impressionist,
He's
bro.
so good, man.
He's a master.
He is one of the
impressionist.
best actors of all time.
You know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
gonna lie.
Like when you run into a master impressionist, that's crazy.
Man,
Jim Carrey's
And it's-
story is very fucking beautiful, bro. You know what I mean? 17
it
years
is.
old.
It is.
He wrote $1 million check to himself saying one day he'll sign it.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
everybody
I didn't
told
know
him
that. That's cool.
everybody told him to fucking leave. Hollywood turned his back against him. The Wayans brother took him in, made magic. Crazy. Like Jim has a crazy story. Yeah. He's a master impressionist, bro. Another person like that was Robert Williams, master impressionist.
I was just about to say, yeah, Robin
it's
Williams
insane.
is
Like, how do
actually king, man.
You can't
Yeah.
go against those people that just know how to look at you and they can mimic you like nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're just a master impressionist. It's fucking great talent.
For me, like Robin Williams, he had some of the most iconic movies for me back in the day. Same with Jim Carrey. Like Jim Carrey and Robin Williams,
Classics.
they
They're
had
all classics, bro. All classics.
there was is that they don't make movies that well nowadays.
No.
They put a lot of money into a lot of other stuff.
Well, that's where
You know,
technology is kind of fucking up things that we keep
yeah.
talking about critical thinking. Like again, that man, those men right there that we're speaking about, their talents are so embedded in them and what they do. They make that shit up off their head. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, 100%, yeah.
so a lot of people capitalized on these men's talent because you can't. What they did, 6 people try to write in a room called writer's room.
Oh, 100%.
You get what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? They were trying to figure that and mimic
100%.
what the fuck
And they
this
do that
man
on
is
the
just doing on the
fly.
fly. You know what I'm saying? Like
On the fly, yeah.
turns
Yeah.
into whatever the fuck you tell them. And I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's evil.
He's just-
It's evil for them to go the way they did. You know what I mean? The way Ron Williams
man.
went out is fucking nuts, and the way that
Yep.
Jim Carrey give him credit for surviving. You know, because he's like, yo, I gotta leave. You know what I mean? Jim Carrey gets deep. Jim Carrey gets real deep.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Oh,
He
God,
gets
yeah.
deep.
Who's the other one? Brandon... Is it Brandon Wilson? Is that his name? Brandon Williams. He's the one who done The Mummy and all that. He was
Brendan
like...
Fraser, he got
Brandon
Hollywood,
Fraser, sorry,
he
yeah.
got Hollywood blackballed, but he's not a comedian, but he got Hollywood blackballed.
No, he
It is
was
what it
though.
is.
No, he was though. So the
He wasn't
entire of his
funny, bro.
original
Pauly
stuff...
Shore was just keeping
you
him,
not think he
keeping him
was?
afloat.
Man, I've seen him in some entertaining movies back in the day, but you're not wrong.
Brandon
There's
Fraser's
always a
Brandon
decent
Fraser.
female
I think
actors.
I think he was on his way. He got the shine like everybody gets. You know what I mean? He got the let's be the sexy man and let's put you in these couple movies and get you
Interesting
riding.
take, yeah.
Huh?
You would, I definitely would. So, what was the first movie you ever saw him in? I can think of one.
Encino Man.
Which one's that one?
Well, Pauly Shore, he's the Neanderthal that Pauly Shore finds. He's Encino Man. He eats the frog.
Oh,
It's a classic 90s movie,
okay.
man.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, okay. I thought the first one I could remember him in is when he was in the bunker. You
So the
know, his
military?
parents think a nuke's. No, his parents think the nuke's happenings, and they built a bunker, and he goes down in the bunker, lives there for 30 years, and pops up inside a strip club or something
What the
like that.
fuck is that one? I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that one's hilarious.
Yeah.
He comes out, he doesn't know
he's
the
a
world or
comedian.
whatever. Yeah. Again, Hollywood had
Yeah.
him shining, and something happened, and he
Mm.
got blackballed. You know what I'm saying? And then 30, 40 years go by, then they give him a olive branch, you know, and give him a crazy role, and he does real good on it. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
Some
god,
movie.
yeah.
And
That was a weird ass role.
very
The
role, but
whale.
yeah, I don't really understand it, but I guess that was his intro
No,
back
he
in or
got
whatever.
he got a standing applause for a very long time because people knew he was fucking blacklisted, you know.
That's what I was assuming. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because believe it or not, he was a decent. Hey, what's up, Beat Meats? Beat Meats.
Yeah.
Hey, your name is crazy. Oh,
Beats them meats, man.
yeah, they
Shit.
blackballed him for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, they
I
did,
don't
yeah.
even know. He was doing good.
It was a
Brandon
divorce.
Fraser
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of Chris Pratt. I hate to say it, but you know what I'm saying? The
Oh,
way Chris
shit,
Pratt's
really?
career went, I feel
I can
Brandon
kind of
Fraser
see
style.
that. Oh, I can kind of see that. I wonder why. There's got to be
Son,
people in the industry, you know what I mean?
Illuminati.
Yeah, yeah. The Illuminati. Yeah, the Illuminati. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking hell, man, yeah. Jim Carrey was so good.
But Jim Carrey was a beast, like, and there's still others
He's
that are
still
fucking awesome
in
and good
fire.
and funny. I'm just saying those are like top elites. You know what I'm saying? If I was talking in like sports or hip hop or whatever, those sit at a table
pinnacle,
because
yeah.
they know what to do. You know what I'm saying? How to do what they do.
Interestingly, I saw a and I don't know how real this is.
You know
so
who
I
else
can't verify it. I haven't verified it.
David
Also,
Williams?
we got a not the British guy.
Who?
David. David Williams. He's not
I
a
don't
British
know
fella.
a lot of British motherfucking comedians, bro. To be honest, I ain't
Thank
going
God.
front. I'm
They're
sure there's some
terrible,
good ones
half of
out there. I just don't want to say any cliche bullshit because again, when you're not somewhere, you don't really know if that's really the in spot just because you know what I mean. There's
It
mainstream.
don't have to be
and
an
then
in spot, man.
and there's
Come on.
more. Like, for us, we had like George Carlin, bro. R.I.P. That motherfucker was dark and funny as fuck. Richard Pryor, fucking we had what's his name? Andrew Dice Clay. You ever heard Andrew Dice Clay? Oh
I
shit.
have not, no.
Andrew Dice Clay. Pull up a skit right now, Andrew Dice Clay. That's hilarious. Like that. This was comedy back at its time where anything was holds bar. You can say whatever the fuck you say. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm
Comedy.
definitely not pulling it up then. Yeah.
Comedy.
Definitely
You know what I mean? Yeah, comedy. Like this is like, damn, what? Comedy. You talk about shock value.
So we have
Eddie Murphy.
Oh, yeah,
at
no,
his
we have,
time.
like-
Everybody knows Eddie from movies, but if you actually really know Eddie's a comic, go back to the old.
his actual stand up was gnarly.
Eddie
Yeah,
was
he's
crazy.
good.
Eddie,
Yeah, he's good
Eddie
stand
had
up.
some
Yeah, he's
fucking
good
funny
stand up.
shit.
Yeah.
Good stand up.
We have shit stand up in the UK. Like
Do you?
real shit stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have we used to have something that was it's basically it was like a load of comedians on a chat show where they would just give them something to discuss and the comedians would improv. And it was very good.
Whose line is it
Yeah,
anyway? You
very
guys came
good.
up with that.
Yeah. Whose line is it anyway? Yeah, whose line is it anyway? Yeah.
Ryan.
So I mean,
Colin,
like, yeah.
fucking Wayne Brady.
They're alright. They're alright.
Who else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
it was British and
that
y'all
show's,
had
like, ancient.
fucking
Yeah.
American comics on there, bro, cracking it
Of
up.
course we did, yeah. Of course we did, yeah. They were good, man. Because you gotta keep the flavor flavorful.
Why did y'all
Like if
have
everyone's talking about the same shit?
Why did y'all have Drew Carey as your host? I just don't get that.
She probably paid to be there.
Like, why did they have Drew Carey as their host? Hey, that show's still going. Believe it or not, that shit still
Yeah, of course
lives.
it is. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that bitch.
We used to have what was it? There's so many comedy shows we used to have back in the day. But then everyone got so soft in like 2018 that half our shows were like not airable, basically. I mean, fucking for great example, one of the Austin Powers movies nowadays is almost not allowed to be played. Or
Get out of here! Why?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Oh, just stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid trans jokes, similar to the Ace Ventura stuff.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Jim Carrey
it's just stupid jokes, man.
Nowhere.
Yeah. Stupid jokes that don't matter. Yeah. Austin Powers and Mike Myers, that one got almost fucking written off. one of them. It's just cringe jokes, man. Everyone's like, "Oh God, so butthurt. Oh my God, my butt hurts so fucking bad about these jokes. Oh my God, get a fucking bit of softer ass wiping paper. Holy shit."
And then you get down to like
Annoying.
again, people that wind up being in the acting, but R.I.P. John Candy, another funny motherfucker.
Oh man, yeah, R.I.P.
John Candy was funny. Like again, where if you go watch movies from a certain era, you see how holy shit people didn't give a fuck. How the way people spoke to each other, like raw. You know what I'm saying? And it was almost like a normal thing. It'd be like, damn, we really were that raw to each other. We really spoke like that. We really did that. Like
why do you care?
It's crazy.
Words are words, man. It's how you take them. You know what I mean?
Hardcore.
Words are words. It's how you take them, man. You know.
Well, they
if
say
someone's never
they
been
say
like
language, music, everything is witchcraft. You know, again, you can
it is, yeah.
You can change people's moods by the way you speak to them, by the way you say the things you say to them. You could bedazzle someone and make them fall in love with you.
But
poetry, you ever wrote poetry to someone?
Yeah, I have.
And they ever hit their fucking heart, and they're like, "Wow," you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Of course, I have. I think, like, again, so, and here's the interesting thing: is that like the construct of like what we define words are? You know what I mean? Like if I say I love, I hate.
Like you got to think about how you are. How many words do you learn? What were you really taught? And then somebody writes you
what does that word mean?
Where you get emotional, or you get whatever the emotion it gives you. It's kind of crazy. It's really wild.
Here's a weird thing. Like I know a lot of people would be like, "Hey babe, hey babe," you know what I mean? That is like for some people would mean a lot of different things, similar to oh, I fucking hate that you done that. Oh, I'm so annoyed that you done that. Like obviously these words have connotations. Like they mean something. But some people they have less value than others. So it's on us to really kind of decipher those, you know.
Words. Yeah, I guess that's weird. I mean,
it's witchcraft, yeah.
You got to think about how many times have you called your significant other babe or honey, and it's been a different person. Now, I'm not saying
exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Yeah, around, like take that aspect. I'm just saying, you know, how many times have you said words to someone?
Yeah.
And it's not the same person. You know what I'm saying?
No, but not only that, maybe different people will feel differently about it.
And how? Well, I mean? Yeah, but most people have reaction.
For example, a great example. Someone who's like never been called like babe, let's just call, or honey. You know what I mean? They may think something's going on. There's loads of ways that words like they have meaning to some people and less to others because of how frequently they use them. You know what I mean?
Well, things become repetitive.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's frequency of use that dulls us down to the value of what the words mean. If you say, "Oh, I love you, bro," you know what I mean, all the time.
Like for some
love
reason,
you, man.
Some reason, the word
means nothing.
I love it. The word "cunt" over here is horrible, apparently.
Yeah.
And I never really understood.
Yeah, now we use it over here like it's absolutely nothing.
And yeah, and you guys use it like
absolutely nothing.
Cunt. And I love it. I'm like, yo, that word over here, people, you know, especially women, they go crazy.
So if I said,
they bug out.
If I said, "Oh, stop being a cunt," it's like, stop being a dickhead. Stop being an idiot. Listen, so it's like a derivative of it. So I'm like, it would have originally been stop being stupid. I'm the worst
person to talk about language.
Stop being an idiot. Stop being like that. I speak stop being a
broken English. I speak I make words up. You know what I mean? Listen. I make shit up, man. I make words up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yep. Nothing wrong with that, I'll tell you. It might be useful in the long run. I find it like any word that we find is like a descriptive word that we can use that makes sense to us but doesn't make sense to others will potentially end up in the dictionary, you know what I mean?
Well, I think it's interesting because again, when you live in that, like, say, we'll talk about fantasy. We're speaking about speaking, which we're using right now to speak about, right? We have people that can write stories, you know what I'm saying? Then they write comics.
Yeah.
And then in those stories, they create languages, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A full language that runs out, you know what I'm saying? And people learn it. Klingon is the most common that, you know, I would say, like, people Like
I used to have a book of Klingon.
it's a
Yeah.
language that they read, that they know, and only select
Elvish.
fewer people know Elvish. Yeah, like all these languages.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
I created my
wild.
own
It's
language
wild.
called Op. I haven't done it in years. I mean,
Oh, we used to have one in. Yeah, we used to have one in the UK, which is something I can't
Oppo
remember
Nop
exactly how it
E.
worked.
That's your name in Op.
Yeah, something to do with switching the letters, isn't it?
Oppo Nop E. That's your name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I had to brain that really
Coplop
hard for a
AU
second, then I'm
Sop.
like,
Coplop AU Sop. That's my name.
yeah.
It's hard to
It
figure
is-
it out, but once you know
there's
what to do, you
yeah.
kind of you can it's all right. But
It's
yeah, man,
swapping-
like
yeah, it's
you
swapping
create a
letters, isn't
language,
it?
you
Yeah.
create your own way of talking. Twins are good at that, doing that shit, creating their own languages with each other. Believe it or not.
Interestingly, though, this is wild, but I find like language one of the. It's so divisive, but so interesting when we can actually like learn each other's, because a lot of us have different words for different things. So, for example, like a lot of different cultures don't even have a word for death, as in like the end. Like we would call it like oh, if you die, that's the end of something.
Wouldn't it just be
Like
deceased
it's
or
yes.
death? You know what I mean? Like that's
no,
pretty much it.
because they don't because they don't recognize that as something like that.
What the fuck
it's
do you
different.
mean?
Okay,
Listen,
so a
if
lot of
I die or decease, I do not continue. Klaus will not be talking. There will be not, you know what I mean? He won't be here. There could be a what's the point? But I won't be here. So you don't need
Yeah.
to hear me tell you that I'm dead for you to comprehend that just happened to me.
No. So the word
So
that
how
is
can
used
they
for
not-
that in a lot
so
of
how can they
okay,
not-
so the
what do you
word that is
mean?
used for that in a lot of places doesn't actually mean like exactly what you just described.
No, because they were doing ritual
No.
bullshit and people believe that death is
No.
not the end of anything and they continue on. That's all that is. It's not the fact that they don't understand death. It's that they're the fact that in
No,
those
it's a
ancient
differentiation.
times it was very religious and tribal aspects that death is not the end. So they didn't create a word for death. They moved it for something else. Again, that's creating a word or a definition.
Well, exactly. Yeah, the words. Yeah, words are. That's what I mean. So the words themselves. So, say for instance, if I were to say certain words to some people, obviously they have no value. No, even if we have a transcription for them in their own language, because it doesn't exist. You know what I mean? That word doesn't mean anything to them. Words are very powerful, as you said. It's like witchcraft. You know what I mean? If you're worrying about like things that our words have defined, wouldn't really worry about it too much.
Well, at least I think we're the only ones that have multiple outcomes to a word, I guess, compared to, everybody
Possibly,
else
yeah.
has their language set to this, to be proper, you know what I'm saying? And we are broken English, you would say, you know what I'm saying? We're the broken English. American English
Possibly, yeah.
is the misfit of all the languages. And they say
It still has its own
it's the
words.
hardest language to learn, which I don't understand because me trying to learn other languages is insane.
Apparently, Chinese is quite easy to learn.
That's what
Like
I'm
a
saying.
lot of
They say
languages, like
everything,
yeah. I'm like,
American-
what?
English
What?
is the hardest language to learn. I'm like, listen, I've listened to people in Russia and tried to learn their words. I've listened to people in Germany, Japan. Like, them shits are hard.
Yeah, I'm like, I can remember some of them, but goddamn.
And if I'm not using it every day, I forget them.
If you ain't living in the area where you have to use a certain language, I don't think a lot of those words even have context to us. For example, like again, if English language is the hardest language to learn, it means it probably has the most descriptive words, I guess.
I don't know.
So I could say things like so many words that mean the same thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah, well, there's synonyms, antonyms. There's
yeah.
there, so I get that. So don't you think
that's
that
probably
every
the issue,
language or any language would have the same skeleton?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, not even close. Some of them don't even have close to that.
Like, why not?
No, because It'd be like saying like if me and you had never met at any point in time, and we try and build a sandcastle. Are we going to build the same sandcastle? Probably not.
Well,
Language is
communication
probably
will
the
make you
same.
build the same
Yeah, but we're not
sandcastle.
communicating back and forth like that. So we're
Well, you
separated
need to. You're
by
building a
massive
sandcastle
difference.
together.
No, but we're not building it together. We're building it on opposite sides of the world. You know, so
Oh, so yeah, if you're
we
building
are.
it by
I'm where
yourself,
I'm
there's
at.
no where
I'm where you're at.
communication. There's nowhere there
So
that you
yeah,
need
yeah. So
communication.
exactly. So this is similar to language. So we learn how to build the sandcastle, our language. You know what I mean? Through the people that are around us. This is why things like slang comes in. You know, like slang is like how certain people say certain words. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, slang's a whole different thing. Again,
No, but
slang is
it's similar, isn't
slang
it?
was
If you're not
supposed to
all in the
be-
same place, we're not going to speak the same. Like, I can't understand half the people in the fucking United Kingdom, you know what I mean? Not let alone Scotland, Ireland, Wales, with heavy accents, you know, different ways of saying things. Someone will call me duck.
We have that. Believe it or
Hey,
not,
Doc.
we have that here, Bones. I'm telling you, you go down
Yeah.
to the deep south and you
Look,
talk.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man.
You talk some motherfuckers down in like the deep south for real. Woo!
Yeah.
You better know what.
Yeah, I know what the fuck they say.
or whatnot because yeah. It's like that, and it's not again another like almost made up form language out of the language of what you got. I don't know,
It's
understand how
there,
that
yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
If you go north,
it
it's
is,
the
it
same
is.
shit. You get north, it's a whole different accent, a whole different aspect of things. So yeah. We have that here. It happens.
I find the accent is not too hard to understand sometimes if they're speaking the same language, but
Nah, this
when
is
they're
crazy.
using slang, it's very difficult.
Nah, this is
you
I don't even know
very
how to
difficult.
I don't even know how to
Yeah.
explain it. It's everybody has their own way of talking. I guess
So,
you would say it's a form.
In Scotland, I'd be like, you ken. You ken what I'm saying. So like Ken is like, you know what I mean?
See, I don't even know what that is.
Why
What
the fuck is that? Yeah,
Ken?
exactly. Why yeah, Ken. Like if I say, you ken
What's
what I'm
that?
saying. You ken, you know what I mean?
What's that? I can what?
You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. I can what?
No, that's exactly it. Yeah, that's what it means.
What?
You know what I mean? You can.
Oh, you can means you know what I mean. So you can like
Yeah.
slang or is that
Yeah,
correct,
Scottish slang.
Is that
Scottish
correct
slang.
English or correct?
No,
Whatever
it's
the fuck it is?
Scottish slang.
Oh, that's
it's like
Scottish slang.
yeah, you can what I always say you can what I'm saying because that makes more sense. But it's like, hey, you can.
All
90%.
right. I guess yeah, we got stupid shit over here now. I don't even know what to say. The language is so changed. I mean, we talk. These motherfuckers talk risen, skippity bop. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what that means. And they're like, oh, that's
Word
kid
whiz
talk.
always
They're
confused
like,
me.
that's kid talk. I'm like, that's not kid talk.
Yeah.
When you go out into the streets and you start talking, that's how everybody's acting. You know what I'm saying? That's the new form
Yeah,
of
the generation.
conversation, speaking in a way.
Yeah.
So it ain't just kids saying this shit. You know what I'm saying?
No. I've been in on stream platforms before, and we've been having chat with people we've known for ages, and like, yo, whiz me up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come out of nowhere. The
I'm
whole
like,
thing is turned out.
What?
Yo, what's up, gang,
What?
gang? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, but I get
Kidding
it.
me?
Conversation.
Yeah,
splits
you
up,
can.
know what I
You
mean?
can.
You go back.
Yeah, you can.
All
Yeah,
that
you can. Yeah.
motherfuckers used to say other shit. What is it? Listen, hang 10. Like, we got some funny ass ones. I don't know. You might have some from where you are. You know, we have stuff. What is it? Bitching, I guess, you know, was it actual slang at one point? Like, people
Do
use
you remember
that shit.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Tubular.
What else? Tubular. Yeah, I guess that was a real, you know, people
That's
actually use that.
classic.
Rad.
Yeah, I know they actually use it. Rad.
You know what I mean? So I get it. You know what I mean? You know,
Rad, man.
I mean, people are
Yeah.
using what no cap now because it means
no
pretty
cap.
much.
I always
it pretty
wondered what that
you know what I
meant.
mean? It just means you're not lying, you're not bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're.
But I was like,
you're
what does
throwing
cap
facts.
stand for?
What? No cap? Like no cap? Taking your hat off? No cap. That's what it derives.
No,
from.
I don't believe.
Yeah.
Nah, there's no way.
I
I'll take
swear
my
to
hat off and I'll tell you straight.
Yeah.
Oh, so
bro.
if I take my hat off, I'm not lying.
I guess so. Yeah. No cap. You capping. You capping.
Oh, okay. So do you know what I always thought it stood for? Can actually prove.
Oh, maybe there's an acronym. They got smart. Now, if they did, that's even crazier. But no,
So
I'm
like
not
no
giving that
cap,
credit.
can't actually prove. You know what I mean?
Can't actually prove. I guess that's what that means. No cap.
Yeah. Maybe.
You're giving too much credit, but they're gonna take that now. Somebody just heard me
Maybe.
say that, and they're gonna fucking
Yeah.
adopt it and move it in
Well,
like that's what it
okay.
was, no matter what. So it gives a purpose.
Mm-hmm. Well, just so you know that you have recorded across multiple platforms here all time, so I will put a DMC out on you if you try it. That's my content now. I'm gonna wait for Kai to say it. No, this is what it means. Thank you, Connie.
Listen, we got a corny ass shit going around where motherfuckers are saying, "Yo, you my ball.
Yeah, it's hip hop. Yeah.
You my ball." What
What shorty? What was shorty about? What, you're shorter than me?
Makes that up. Shorty's been for years. That's actually an older generation.
Yeah.
That's just talking about
What's that,
girl.
though?
Like, that's a female.
Yeah, but why? You're
'Cause
shorter
she's
than me?
short. Most females are shorter than the men. You know what I'm saying?
What if you
At
like
least
them
at this time.
Amazonian chicks, man?
Well, when you fuck with an Amazonian chick, you still gonna call it shorty.
It's like a 5'6" man calling a
Hey,
fucking
yeah.
6'2"
Yo,
girl
shorty, get over
shorty,
here.
you know?
Come here. Listen.
She's gonna pick you up, carry you like a baby, but
7-foot pitch on you, baby. Get him.
yeah.
Let me call Shorty over here real quick. She's just fucking tall, sitting on heels too. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the way it was. Exactly. Like, y'all call cigarettes, what, fags?
Yep. Cigarettes, fags. Yeah.
Fags, right?
Like tailor-made.
It's a tailor.
Yeah, but also
tailor.
Yeah, tailor-made.
Tailor made.
Yeah, tailored,
That's
yeah.
actually that sounds more gentleman bullshit. But yeah.
Yeah, tailored. Yeah, like a tailored. You know, pre-made.
So what do you call when you have to roll your own?
Roll up.
That sounds stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
You just non-filters.
Tobacco roll-ups in there. Yeah,
Non-filters.
roll up.
A
Oh, always
rollie.
used for it.
A rollie.
Rolly. Yeah, rolly. Yeah.
A
Roll up.
rollie.
Yeah.
So you've always called a joint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And a blunt. Yeah, and a blunt is one that you actually don't put weed in, or don't put tobacco in. Sorry.
No,
Oh, my
the
bad.
blunt is on the cigar, and then
No.
What do you call a Zeppelin? We call a Zeppelin, where it's a little mini.
Call a Zeppelin?
cigar. Huh?
Like freaking Zeppelin.
Yeah,
It's like, what?
It's a little.
You're gonna get that here, yeah.
It's the little
No, thank you.
mini cigar, not the full cigar. Because if you get the mini cigar, like the cigarellos, they're the size of.
Who
what you
buys
call-
this? What?
Yeah, you get rollies. You roll them. You
Like
roll 'em
thin
up.
cigars?
That's a little. Yeah, they're the size of a cigarette. The length.
Okay. Yeah.
So those are Zeppelins.
Who buys them?
Well, a lot of people like to smoke little tiny cigars instead of the big ones. MC Sim, what you doing?
Man, that's not for me, I tell you. I don't think I really even enjoy smoking cigars. In
You
any
ever
sort
had
of
a
fashion,
dirty?
To be honest. A what?
You ever had a dirty?
What's a dirty?
It's a blunt with weed and cocaine in it.
I mean, I'd smoke bongs with cocaine then.
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, mate.
I ripped the bong. Like I get it, but I'm saying it's called dirt. Or then you got a dippy, which is a cigarette dipped in formaldehyde, the stuff, the embalming fluid.
Formaldehyde.
Yeah, the embalming fluid. That's
formaldehyde,
called
yeah.
a dippy.
Yeah.
That's horrible. Don't do it.
No. No, I do know people have embalming fluid. but
Then
no,
you ever
hell no.
had sherm? You take tea leaves. If you ever get tea leaves, you roll that in a little blunt, and that's pretty much pre-CP. You're going on a trip. Did it, and you smoke that. That's how you smoke it.
Oh, hell no.
What do you mean? This
Oof.
motherfucker talks
I've done
about
like
DMT and all this thing, and I tell him on
nah,
different
PCP's a bit
hallucinogens.
nah.
That shit
I ain't
gets
nah,
wild.
man. Get on the nutmeg, get on the fucking stuff like that, get on
Nah,
the
nah, that's
banana,
bullshit. Nah, man, don't
classic.
do that. You're gonna kill people. Don't do that, y'all. Don't do any of this shit.
Yeah, don't do PCP.
Yeah, don't do that either.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do that either. Yeah. Don't do that either. But yeah, they call that sherb. That sends you on a wild trip.
I've done some wild stuff over
And
my
then they
years. I'll tell
got,
you.
you know what I mean?
Wild
I'm
stuff.
trying to think of some other weird, unique, whatever fucking, because there's some weird, unique whatnot.
We had like so I've done like I've dipped like a nugget, like a bud nugget, into like crushed crystal MDMA once and tried to smoke that. That was not
that
good.
work. Ugh.
Not good.
Let's
No,
go.
it
They
was
go
bad.
follow.
It kind of like turned to like glue. Yeah, it kind of like glued out and all that. It was real bad.
That's horrible. No.
Yeah. Don't do it.
No.
I've done a lot of wild stuff though. Holy shit. I think probably some of the worst things that we done were back when I lived in my own flat and I was living there for about 10, 15 years. We were DJing in my bedroom. We had like some of the most notorious people from the area, I guess, regulars in and around the house, in a lot of different areas. But god damn, man, that place was wild.
Let's say we'll call it Kool-Aid, and I made it from scratch.
I know. Okay.
And
Sink or bathtub.
I told somebody how to do it, right? And they thought they were gonna go make some great Kool-Aid, and they blew up their fucking house. Yeah.
Yep.
So don't do that shit.
I've had people. No.
Don't do that shit.
I've mucked around with.
Their living room. There's
I used to.
Fucking wall. It was bad. I was like, don't do that.
I know some like so one of the things weirdly that I should have probably gotten into when I was a little bit younger that I didn't really realize I had a passion to until I was in my mid-20s was things like chemistry. Back when I was really young, I mean really young, I used to get like
you're good at that. That's wild. Yeah, fuck no.
Yeah, but I used to have like friends that were like
I never was good at
like delved into that later down.
At that shit. Like I paid
Man,
attention.
I was
intrigued. I was intrigued of
it. I dipped my toe in.
But I never myself couldn't. Yeah, I don't know shit about chemistry, bro.
I used to have to go and I used to have to go and test stuff for people. Shit. Yeah, I used to have to go and test stuff for people.
I think probably the coolest chemistry I learned was checking pH in pools because I was a pool man for a while.
I mean, that works pretty similar to just running a grow room. Just saying.
Yeah.
Hey, how'd it go?
That's how I learned. Yeah, I like running pools were dope. They weren't bad. I learned how to build a whole pool from the ground up.
Man.
Yeah, it was a cool
Did you so I wanted to talk to you about this because we've had a little chat over it recently, but did you see?
You good? Coming through on the Nemo. I see you.
Hey, let's go. You see little Tay?
What?
And her her 18th birthday shit.
Nah, I didn't. What? There was more. Hell. I didn't even know. I mean, she made $3 million. That's it. I ain't got nothing more to follow. Nothing more to do. Like she broke the system in her way, which is sick.
Man, I'm gonna go. Like, I've got to give some respect to that person, but I wonder who's managing them.
I don't know.
Because back before then, it was her brother. Like when she was doing the flexing,
they keep
all this
videos of them fighting or whatever. So the propaganda's getting thick.
Do you reckon was it a 24-hour drop? I saw it was supposed to be a 24-hour drop.
I have no idea.
You know, everything was leaked within 1 hour. I looked at it and I was like, There's no way they're doing this, man. I didn't really
look that deep into it. All I know is I heard like the certain key things I needed to hear, and I was like, damn. And I was like, is it official? It was official, and I was like, damn.
It were official.
I don't know what else to say. Yeah. It's fucked up.
What the fuck?
Either way, man. I don't believe you're underage. You should be promoting anything like that. So when you become of age, it's kind of fucking weird. I believe because now you're bringing a whole different mind frame and a whole different aspect of what what the I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just sounds
3 million
fucked
as
up.
well.
It sounds fucked up to me. But
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
it's wild. It's wild to me.
You know what I mean? You're
I
25. You
wonder.
want to do what you want to do. Go ahead. You know what I mean?
25? Yeah,
Well,
fine.
because you're
Maybe.
grown.
But
I believe
18?
at 25, all
But
doors are open.
18, yeah.
You know what I mean? People
Yeah,
say
yeah,
18,
fair.
but I look at it like this.
Nah,
You know what I'm
come on, man.
saying? Listen, I'm 40. If I'm chasing the hoes, I'm chasing my daughter. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I got to look at it different. You know, my lens is a different look at it. Now, if I was 20, my lens would be different. You know what I'm saying? You got to, I look at it like that. It's one
I
of
get
those
it. No, I get it.
conversations.
I wonder though, like, is this something we have to really worry about now? It's just
Yes, we do.
like if
Because
you were to
you got say you got a 12-year-old daughter. Now she's been watching fucking. She just saw little Tate do this little fucking thing. Now she's sitting here settled, going, all right,
Mhm.
I got 3 years, 4 years. I could build whatever. I could set this up, and boom, there's a whole work scheme right there, and that adds, I guess, more on value. I guess you would say. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean?
It's dangerous, man.
It
It's
sounds like you're
dangerous, man.
setting up something that's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you know how to do something doesn't mean you should do it, I guess.
I wonder, man. I wonder, like, if this is
Just hearing what I just said could put thoughts in people's heads, if you get what I'm saying. What's the fucking point? You know what I'm saying? The point is that your 13-year-old girl setting
Don't
up
do it,
to
man.
be 18
Yeah.
and fucking make millions of dollars because you saw somebody else do
Oh,
it.
it's gross,
You
man.
see what I'm saying?
And here's the most like savage thing. Like I think that was it has been so obviously
Right
we're
now,
talking about it right now, but
the internet is people's entertainment mostly. Everything people
Mhm.
watch is on the internet, bro. You ain't sitting at home
You're
watching
100%.
TV. Well, nobody ain't watching TV shows, and if they do, they binge watch
Oh,
it on a stream platform somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Everything's not done right here
possibly.
on their phone, whatever. So when you say that they're gonna police, and because you said they started doing stuff over there.
No,
about
they.
adding,
Oh my God.
adding,
Yeah, no, it's heavily policed. Yeah,
enforcements and all that type of shit. It's kind of crazy.
yeah, no, yeah, you can't do that now. Yeah,
You know what I mean? So we're looking
just so you
at
know,
what's
like,
going on with all that situation. Maybe OF, that home base
it's
headquarters
an 18 plus. Yeah.
might need to reiterate what's going on, and maybe they're in cahoots with the Illuminati already. That's why things can fly.
I mean, I think they just make enough money to not really worry, but
That's
in
what I'm
reality,
saying. They
it
make
is so
enough
wild.
money. That's
Yeah,
why they're with the Illuminati. That's why it can fly. You know how much money that shit's making?
man. I know. Big money.
Lots of
They
money.
always did, and they done one where they shut down any adult content. Adult content,
Listen,
and they put it back on
I'm big
within
about
a few days.
conspiracies, man. And you can make an AI person and make $1,500 a month
Oh, of course you can.
all day.
Of course you can.
That's real,
Of
y'all.
course you can.
Take what you will with it. That's real right now.
No, 100%. Of course you can. Yeah, of course you can.
Crazy.
Oh my God! If I put on like
Crazy.
if I done if I even done
I saw
VTubing with like
zero. I
some
saw
wolf
zero.
character,
An account fresh made,
Bro.
zero of a AI woman, 23 from Canada. Beautiful portfolio. Look, you can tell some things were like AI, but majority of it kind of looked pretty straight. Zero. The next day, over 3 million followers. What?
well, yeah,
That was
obviously.
real. It happened. I was like,
Yeah.
nah, come on, man.
Yeah.
This shit real. Y'all can, AI
does,
is
it
nuts
does.
right now. People know what they're doing when right now in that pool. You know what I mean? It's like a magic trick. Once you know the trick, you can pull it off. It's insane, Bones. I was like, nah. And it's generating itself. It runs itself. Literally has this conversation through
Yeah, I know.
it's insane.
I know.
And it just
It
it
was
builds up.
who was the guy back in the day?
Hey, let's go think of the
oh,
follow.
God. I'm trying to remember the guy's name back in the day. So it was Quaddle. Oh, fucking what's his name? Quaddle Pop or something like this.
No idea.
He was the person that was doing. Yeah, he was the person who was doing like AI generated YouTube content as a AI generated VR YouTuber.
I'm not
Holy
even talking
shit, man.
about
This thing's been
making
around for
content.
ages.
I'm not talking about making content like that.
No,
I'm
they
talking
don't.
about making a
Yeah.
profile and people are using, like it's a real person, like it was you. And they're conversating, they're giving money, they're following, like it's a whole
Oh,
everything. I
shit,
mean, you're
yeah.
making money, you know what I mean, on the side real quick, like that type of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Hey,
pretty
how you
standard.
doing? You good? Let's go.
We ever going to dig down into the later game of this new map as well
We're gonna
tonight?
have
I do
to.
actually want to get down into that. Yeah, I know. I do want to get into it. I've been curious about it for a while. I'm like, oh,
Well,
Call
you
of
can
Duty
build
is
an
in such
AI
a bad
character
state
to
for me.
do it for you.
Yeah, of course you can. Who even thinks I'm real? I might just be a figment of imagination.
Green screen.
I think the only reason I actually exist, is that everyone
just
thinks
green
about me
screened up.
far too much. No, you're not.
It'd be
Don't be doing
cool
it.
to hologram
not.
yourself or digitalize yourself, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere. If you could. No?
No,
What do you mean no? I'm sitting right
No.
here and I hologram myself right
I'm
next
me.
to you, right now, and give you a thought.
I'm me. You might not be you.
I could be anybody. You know what I mean? Anybody.
Well, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I think bro's like mine's actually become retarded. He's
What do you
decided
mean?
that
They
being
did it.
anyone
You ever
apart
seen?
from,
You see how Cortana pops up for Master Chief? Why can't we pop up
Of
for
course.
people?
because you could be anyone.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do that, play fucking VR games.
Be like a Discord call, but instead more direct.
No, you're playing VR games right now. You sat in some fucking room with a wolf boy and a turtle girl, and they're fucking stroking each other, and you're like, oh well, I'm here.
What just happened?
No. No. That's the exact same shit. No. You'd be like, oh, Klaus is here. He pops up. Perfect. That'd be lovely.
So you're telling
but
me,
of course, you could be
you're
anyone.
telling me you come home from work, you hit your button pad, and I pop up and tell you something real quick. You're not, you don't think that's cool? Or anybody pops up, whoever the fuck it is that's giving you a message.
No. No, because you need the augmented VR reality goggles to even see it.
Why?
If you have it on a little
why
stand.
do you need to put on a whole but I just told you what you needed to do.
Because you can't. No. Of course I don't want. No. You think that will work? You think someone won't use your avatar and try and call someone?
The fuck are they gonna
Or like
use
try and...
me? You have to be me to look like me. It's not an avatar. It's me.
All right, let me just get AI to see if I can get it to look like you.
Why are you trying
Pretty
to
sure
get
it can.
AI to look like me?
Well, exactly, because this is how it will work.
No, it's not AI.
Well, no, but that's how it will work.
How?
You know,
Did you
oh
see
yeah,
Willy
we can have this
Wonka?
like.
He didn't use AI. And
Do
he
you know
used Mike.
this was back in? This was in 2010 that they literally had this technology, and it's augmented reality through VR stuff through Microsoft.
No. You're
Yeah.
not understanding.
You think that like randomly there's going to be... So what projector do I need to allow that? So do I need a projector in my camera? Do I need
No. What do you need a
VR
projector on your
goggles
camera
on?
for?
So how the fuck is it going to produce a hologram?
Lasers, my friend.
Where's the lasers coming from? A
Or
projector.
the device that we created. You see it? Do you see how that's up there? Imagine if that's you instead of the colors.
Yeah, well, guess what?
You see,
you can't do that. That's
yes,
a projector.
It's
and that
physically
doesn't work
showing
like
you
that.
right there. So now we got to take you, put you in the device.
That's a
bring you
projector.
and project you somewhere else, technically to you, or a direct point, straight through Wi-Fi molecules.
It's a projector. Yeah. You know, we can all project our stuff through a projector.
Yes,
You
we can
cannot
project the
project
image.
like
You can project the image. You just
yeah, but
can't
you can't
project the
project a
physicalness.
3D image. Yeah.
So really, it
No, you
just
can't project a
duplicates. That's
3D
the whole
image.
point. So it won't necessarily be you, but it would be a reflection of what you needed. That's what it is.
No, no, no. They already have more than that though. They already had more than that in 2010. Xbox have that software. It's called
No,
augmented
no, no,
reality
no, no,
software.
no, 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 no.
Yes, 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 it does.
Negatory.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Nobody cared about the kinetic. That wasn't that.
No,
Breaking.
it's the one. It's like their augmented one. I can't remember exactly what it's called,
No,
but
it wasn't that groundbreaking.
so at what point is it possible then to be able to use the version of like augmented reality that was done in 2010 to really push forward technology wise for that to be
Nothing. I
relevant?
think our mass.
Like,
That's where Einstein's
come on.
massive. What I mean, what fucking theory is it? But our mass to move mass is something is different. You know what I'm saying? That's why we can only project certain things that aren't physical.
We can project a
We
lot,
can
yeah.
images
Yeah.
and reflections, but we can't do physical mass yet. Or
No.
else I could just
No, no.
pass you a blunt from here to here with a device
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
out of nowhere and just you
Yeah.
just grab it or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know about doing
I
something
mean, we're close.
bigger, but if you were trying, you know, something of a
Yeah.
lighter size, you know, this size, from here to your location, the mass and molecules to move this is what the whole point they trying to figure out.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's what
This is oh, we said like science fiction will be science future down the line. This is super interesting because again, like I agree, like if we can move images and we can move most of everything now, it's only going to be a short period of time before we can move matter. If you know what I mean. Like,
we're skin, muscle, skeleton, and all that's pretty thick.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, even if it'd be like moving one molecule to another spot, we'd be on the path. You know what I mean? Because there's a whole lot of it that builds it. You know.
Just moving mass is very that's the God asking question
think.
because again, you got to look at just how doctors do surgery physically to you and all the layers they have to go through nerves that they need to cut certain things, certain, you know, like it's insane. So moving that and molecules, you got to think about it. No,
And putting it all back
and put it
together.
together,
Yeah.
it's a whole different form, and you
Mhm.
just get cooked. I think. I don't think there is, and that's the whole
I-
point. We do
well-
reflection, and we do like an image of some sort, but never an actual moving. We don't have that pressure. There's a lot. I don't know. There's a lot to it.
I'm curious right now, like even with, like this is a weird curiosity. I don't understand why I don't know this, but how the fuck are we transmitting image? Like I guess I know how a camera works.
Well, image is a lot.
I guess I know how the internet works.
Image is a lot easier.
But we're
to project.
transmitting like something very similar to an extent.
Yeah, but they're not
Obviously
moving
something
any mass.
different,
They're just
but
moving. They're creating. They're using what's already there, I guess. Because it's.
I wonder, yeah.
And put it in.
Yeah, but aren't we? It's weird, yeah. I wonder how like we can like transmit like reflections of ourselves and not really transmit ourselves. But I guess obviously there's a whole lot more to it.
You
than
can
that.
fuck up an image and fix it. You can't fuck up the first.
Yeah, yeah.
We can't do that.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I mean, you could try. Send apples to or something, yeah.
Right. Once you make applesauce, you can't turn it back to an apple. But it's still apple.
If you got a cheeseburger and another cheeseburger and you grinded up one of the cheeseburgers and put it on top of the other cheeseburger like a sauce, do you have a cheeseburger and a cheeseburger sauce, or do you have two cheeseburgers?
Both?
Maybe.
That sounds weird.
Who knows? Yeah.
That's the cheeseburger sauce grounded up on top of the cheeseburger. So that's a lot of cheeseburgers.
But is it 2 cheeseburgers or cheeseburger and cheeseburger sauce?
Well, I would say it was 2 cheeseburgers, just one turned into a
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah. Definition of word. Yeah. 2 things the same, but define them as different because of the state they're in.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's ketchup is ketchup made out of tomato, whether it's a tomato or mashed down into a liquid to squeeze.
It's tomatoes, yeah. Yeah.
So it's still a tomato.
And maybe some other stuff, yeah. Waffling on Adri.
Is ketchup? You guys call ketchup, right?
Yeah. Obviously, we got a couple of different options for it.
What
It's
else
like
do you call it?
a tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you put tomato sauce on your burger?
Yeah.
Weird.
And tomatoes.
And tomatoes
You
at
know,
the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And mustard and onions and lettuce. Oh, and cheese.
you're taking. See, what I would use tomato sauce for is to make pasta, like make a meat sauce.
Not that kind of
for
tomato sauce,
meatballs.
no.
You know what I mean? So that's what I would use the tomato
Yeah.
sauce for. Because we have
I've got
tomato
a
sauce in
sweeter
a
one,
can.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then we got tomato paste,
Yeah.
which is a little bit more thick.
Yep. That's for you make it. That's how you make the sauce.
Yeah, you can use
Funny
it
enough.
for sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a base for the sauce. I'm so curious. Did you actually manage to finish the new map?
No, I know. I've never seen it. The end. Got pretty far on it though. I just don't know how to do certain things.
Sucks.
I gotta get a card. There's a card, and then once I get Klaus to that room, I gotta use the mutant injector, I guess, to open that door.
Yeah.
But I need to get the wonder weapon. Like, I guess I know how to run the Easter egg. I just don't know how to run the wonder weapon, I guess. That's where I'm at.
Black Ops 6, very final map. Yeah,
So
very final map.
I'm at looking at trying to learn how to the wonder weapon, I guess, because the wonder weapon is pretty much key through the whole thing. Get the wonder weapon, run the Easter egg, then I guess you get a choice of 2 different.
Oh god, yeah, no, yeah, and you have to shoot very specific things in a weird spot. Again, how they figured this out? Trolling. There's no way, man.
There's a lot
Someone
to this.
is just, like,
There's a
gone
lot
into
to this
no.
motherfucker that's insane. So I don't know what to say, but I need to really actually get it done. And it sucks because I thought getting it all done and having them all done gives you something special, but I guess not. Everybody gets the
No.
choice of what double ending.
Yeah. And they're both shit.
Are they?
They're both shit.
Oh shit.
Well, yeah, they're both shit. Yeah, they're both shit.
Moblix, what
They
you
give you
doing?
no, like, real, like, interesting stuff going on. But at the same time, you know, it's the end of Black Ops 6, I guess.
Well, yeah, Black Ops 7 would be the ending. But they gave us that secret ending. I don't think we should say it to anybody, just so they have at least that look. That's probably the best thing that happened. So y'all got to go see it so you can see what we're talking about. Because it's probably the best
worth
thing
a peek.
that happened.
I mean, do you want to try and run it?
I'm booting it up right now. You're talking all that. See, what's the point, y'all? Thank you so much. Tune in till next time.
Hey, I might even keep a little bit of this on for us. Yeah, you know where we're at. Eyes and Ears open every single Saturday. Definitely check your diaries. Put it in.
What's up, y'all? Now we're in the lounge. Bones talking about
So hot.
some zombies here. I don't know how much he's played,
I
but
am. I
I
am.
figured out what
I
I
ain't played
figured out
much. I ain't played much.
without cheating, because I ain't no cheater. I figured
Yeah,
out
good.
three things. The one thing I need to figure out is how to get the hard drive and the wonder weapon. But I think to
Okay.
run the Easter egg, I think is actually kind of simple, because I got I know how to get it started.
Okay. Okay. I know how to get all the parts.